Americans over 64 can get a stimulus check, but you have to claim it now.
The Social Security Administration is finally giving a huge break to Americans born before 1956. If you are on Social Security, listen up. These new programs are changing the lives of seniors across the country.
This new stimulus can help seniors born before 1956 pay for so many things they deserve.
Now I'm saving on.
It's looking relatively clean, but we've still got that pollution incident live, that warning live, just so we can make sure that dispersal is happening and people can make those informed decisions about what the risks are.
Okay, Amy Slack from Service Against Sewage, good to see you. Thanks very much. Well, let's take a look at some of the day's other news now. And 3 suspected people smugglers have been arrested in a joint operation by the National Crime Agency and Belgian Federal Police. Officers say that the 3 UK nationals attempted to smuggle people into the UK using a high-powered, rigid-hulled inflatable boat. 12 migrants who were believed to be Albanian nationals were also detained. Iranian authorities say around 1,000 people have been indicted in Tehran over recent unrest. Protests have been sweeping the country since 22-year-old Mahsa Amini died in police custody last month. Local reports say the trials will be held in public this week. Prime Minister Rishi Sunak today been seen buying a poppy ahead of Remembrance Sunday in 2 weeks' time. He wasn't alone. Joining him was his wife and their 4-legged companion Nova, who also wore a poppy dog collar. It isn't the first time that the dog's first time living on a famous street. Of course, he joined the family during the Prime Minister's tenure as Chancellor in number 11. Now, if you scan the QR code on screen right now, you can listen to today's daily podcast, which looks ahead to the COP27 climate conference in Egypt this week. Will the Prime Minister be there or not? Sally Lockwood talks to our climate change and energy correspondent Hannah Thomas-Peter about the rows over the Prime Minister and also King Charles's attendance. You can subscribe to the Sky News Daily for free wherever you get your podcasts. Now let's get a look at the weather. It's all change, apparently.
Anticipation is rising, and so is the atmosphere. Are you ready? The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
It is going to be very windy at times this week, with widespread showers or longer spells of rain, and it is going to turn cooler as we lose the warming southerly wind and travel into November. Well, today, most places will be cooler than recently, and it will be quite breezy, but it's still very, very mild. Southern England and South Wales will see showers spreading from the south through the second half of the afternoon, and some of those showers will be possibly thundery and heavy. Elsewhere, the bulk of Wales, Northern England and southern and eastern Scotland are going to be fine, bar the odd shower, while northwestern Scotland, Ireland and Northern Ireland can expect heavy rain. The west of Ireland, though, will dry up slowly. Most parts will see showery rain spreading from the south and west overnight, but that will become largely confined to northern and eastern Britain by the morning. A few showers will follow to the south and west, mainly Cornwall, and it will be mild but windy with gales in the Channel. Looking ahead to tomorrow, Tuesday will be windy with prolonged rain over northeastern Britain for a time, with blustery showers spreading from the west.
The weather, sponsored by Qatar Airways.
You're watching Sky News. Coming up at 2 o'clock, we'll have more on the Home Secretary admitting sending official government documents to her personal email on 6 occasions.
90% of people who feel tingling or numbness in hands and feet are ignoring the warning signs of dying nerves.
That should take care of that whole problem there. There we go. Good morning, my YouTube family. Good to see you here. Looks like, let's see who was first too. I think it was Dog and Ball was first this morning, followed by Miss Melody, Trevor Simmons, Pamela, Blaine, there we go. Good morning. Turn off that YouTube family sound so I don't go nuts. And yes, Connie, happy Halloween. And yes, Connie Mensch, good morning. Ooh, she's in two places simultaneously. Brad, good morning. It's good to see you guys are here, firing things up, doing things right. On the YouTube side, do me a favor, make sure that you hit that like button at least one time for me. Just hit it one time, and we'll be good. On the TikTok side, you know the deal. I'll keep an eye on those numbers, and we'll keep things going. First things first, yesterday we discovered that we have what are called autumn berries, also known as autumn olives. Let's go ahead and push this screen so that the YouTubers can see things. Also, if you're on TikTok and you want to see the screen of the things that I'm talking about, then you need to go to the YouTube channel. You just go up there to that little thing up there. Bloop, it'll take you to the link in my bio, and you'll be able to find my YouTube channel. Pretty easy. Let's see. Everyone stock up on cotton candy. Yes, cotton candy is a staple of life. Let's see. No, thank you. Halloween is... okay, daughter. We appreciate what you're saying, but it's actually pagan and Celtic and goes back a little further than what we're thinking. Let's see here. Michael Slovata. Good morning. Good morning to you too, sir. Let's see. All right, nothing going on there. Anything going on in the members only chat? I think they're just talking about the wake up. Everybody's like, it's Monday. This sucks. And it is what it is. Today is definitely going to be one of those Mondays where I am not fully engaged. Let's go. I don't even want to sit upright. I'm going to put that cushion back there to help me out. Only if we celebrate that way. Geez. I'm not worried about it, Josh. To each their own. Let's see. But yeah, we were able to discover that we have a whole buttload of autumn berries that are bordering our property, and they're like in the tree line. Apparently they like that, and they want to get out there like just at the edge of the sun, and they grow like crazy this time of year. This is their actual this is the picking season. Let's see here. Oh, come on, Death, be nice. Sales, that's what I'm saying. Gotcha, Josh, man. But the autumn berries are out big time, and they're freaking everywhere. We're driving up and down the road. This is a new discovery for us. Because normally, unless you're like, into like horticulture or you're an herbalist or something like that, you don't, you're very cautious about, oh, look at those red berries. Oh, let's eat those. Well, apparently there's an app out there that I'll be sharing. We actually made a video of us actually finding the videos, picking the videos, and then turning them into jelly last night. Oh, my God. We've got 6 pints of jelly. And it's so sweet and delicious. It's absolutely amazing. So, when I post that video to YouTube, that will actually have a link to the app that you can use to identify whether things are edible or not edible. Obviously, disclaimer, disclaimer activated. You do what you want to do. I'm not going to tell you what's great. Let's see here. And good morning to you, April. Don't forget your vitamins. They can help your cold. I don't have a cold. This is this is me not getting enough sleep last night, Anna. That's what this is. I did take my B12. Thank you, though. I took that just before I turned all this Doomaflocky stuff on right here and began the day. What do we got going on the YouTube here? Everybody's just checking in, saying good morning. Good morning, Pamela. It's Halloween and a full moon? No way. Let's see. Dog Ball says, great, Pamela. I hate full moon nights. Let's see. Joshman had some problems. I wish you would display a jar. That's their color, please. Okay. If you guys wouldn't mind, if you guys want to see the jam, I'll let you see the jam. Let me know in the chat. Type yes or some kind of crap like that. That way I don't get up and people are like, well, that was rude. He shouldn't do that. That wasn't professional. But still stupid, sketchy using the app. I did make a jam and I lived, so the app was right this time. Yeah, Deanna. Well, we used our adult brains and common sense. Yes, but there's no video. Josh, man, just take it. Relax a second. Relax. I'll get up right now. Hold on 1 second. Sit down again. Let me get comfortable. All right, so this is what we ended up with right here. There you go. Hopefully there's enough light for you. They're kind of a dark pink. And we were very concerned that that for some reason the pectum had not activated. Man. These are nice and cool. These are actually cold, and the gelatin basically finally formed. Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Like I said, we made 6 of these, and we had some left over, and we just threw it in the fridge. We'll just eat that ourselves. I think we're thinking we're gonna give some of these away. I don't want to. You guys seen the price of jelly these days? I think we'll probably give these away to friends and family, that kind of thing. But yeah, I'm actually going to make a video. We took all the video last night while we were making it. I just got to edit it and get it out to YouTube. So if you're not on the YouTubes, you're not going to see it. So you should definitely do that. Yes, autumn berries, also known as autumn olives. It was amazing that so much of that... I really wanted to be able to get more out of it because you can separate the meat from the seed and leave it in and basically you turn them into preserves. But it just seemed like a real pain in the butt, to be honest with you. And because you have to separate it because the meat, the seed is sour and the skin is sour, but the meat and the juice is not sour. They almost taste like tiny cranberries, to be honest with you. You just eat them off the bush. So I'm sure there's a way to do it, but we did not, and ours was flat out just juice. We used a metal strainer, and then just pressed it through the metal strainer. And then what was left over from that, we put that in cheesecloth and squeezed out the rest of those juices. I guess I need to look them up. There you go. What does it taste? It tastes great. Like I said, the juice, it's just really, really sweet. It has its own flavor. I mean, I don't want to be a jerk and say it tastes like autumn berries. But what's up? What's up, Doomsday podcast guy from Prepper Stock? Let's see. But I think the next one we're going to make like it's almost more of like a preserve right now than anything else. I think we're going to add more pectin in next time and make it more of a jelly. It's probably going to go even further. And then also a trick that I learned about last night from her, smart lady, is that you can actually stretch these out a little bit using apple juice. So, yeah, if you're into making jellies, there's a lot of those berries out there. And like I said, the video, actually from Bathroom at Prepper Stock. I believe that everybody, listen, man, everybody poops with their phone, okay? You're probably in a porta potty right now. Yeah. So when you see the video, good morning, JDM. When you see the video, hopefully I'll get it out today. You'll be able to see the actual name of the app. I'll try and find a link for it. It looks like it's both on Play Store as well as iTunes or iStore or whatever they're calling it now. But you actually do some of the work to kind of, it's not one of those click, you do take a picture, you do some side-by-side comparisons, but it's not one of those automatic things. So, what's up, WB Pappy? Good to see you, man. Let's see. Okay, so with that one in the bucket, we're going to talk briefly about some current events, and we will not let it take over the show. That is for sure. Also, I'm thinking about doing a webcast, or not a webcast, but a live podcast today. If you're interested, I'm going to be, okay, so a couple things. One, I'm going to be posting links to that live podcast I'll be posting it in the Discord. I will be posting it on the Facebook, and I will post it on Twitter and Getter. That's the only places I'll be posting those. Now, with that said, if you guys are not back up, what's up, Sam? If you guys are not, I already said good morning. WB Pappy, pay attention, man. I saw that you said good morning to Doomsday Boy himself before you said good morning to me on my own show. What in the hay is going on here? No, it's okay. I don't care. So if you guys are not on Twitter, I know I'm preaching to the choir here. If you guys are not on Twitter, you need to get your ass on Twitter. All right. There's a couple of really, really good reasons. First of all, this is centrist, obviously Elon Musk. If you don't know that, he is a centrist. Taking back the internet. That's what's happening. Okay? He's taking back the internet. And you need to get on the frickin' bandwagon. You need to get on this guy's back and stay on his back. And the only way you can do that is by participating. All right? Now, the easiest way to do that is for you to go to the link in my bio or my discovery or my description on YouTube. And scroll down until you find Twitter and click on that and then follow me. And then you'll be able to see the things that I'm talking about there, the links that I'm going to drop there, the things that I'm going to be passing out there. Right up front, I am not one of those people who doesn't talk about their political beliefs on their prepper channel. And I've had people say shit like that, and I'm just like, roll on, man. Just you know where the door is. If you don't like what I've got to say, go the fuck away. That's right. It's a Monday. It's coming out, guys. It's coming out. Let's see. How long until the nuclear reactors make Earth uninhabitable? Danger bet. Danger bet. Danger bet. That's not even what we were talking about. Thanks for showing up. Now I change your screen. Goodbye. Let's see. But you got to do it, man. You guys got to get engaged. This is, and the thing is it's fast. It's so incredibly fast. fast. So, did you know that like 80% of the world gets their news off the internet? 50% of the world gets their news from YouTube, which is always late. The fastest news there is on Twitter. Cancel Mondays. Mondays suck. So that's where I'll be posting. Once again, I'm going to be doing a podcast today, a live podcast. I'm going to post a link to it on Twitter, on Facebook, and in the Discord. All right, so we're done with that. Now, very quickly, if you guys didn't know this, the U.S. Supreme Court is going to be talking about affirmative action today. They're going to be hearing 2 cases today. And obviously nothing will come down, but there'll be 2 cases. And the Supreme Court has been streaming the live voice or live audio from these cases. And they can be quite boring. But here's the thing. This is actually pretty important. And if you guys are not seeing this, if you guys are not seeing what's happening, there is a play right now. There's a play for flipping things back. It's so difficult to use the right words without offending somebody. So I'm just going to say it. There is a play, there is a push right now in every facet of our American life to push things back to the American way of life, not the socialist way of life, not the I was born, I'm poor, the American way of life that says that if you put your ass out on the line every day, that if you work, if you do go for something bigger than yourself, that you can be more than you are today. I've seen it 1,000 times. It does happen. It doesn't happen for everybody. That's just the law of averages. It's got nothing to do with anybody being mean or bad or anything like that. Specifically in this particular case, or these cases, what's being argued is that people that did better on their SATs were not allowed to go to Harvard because people who did worse on their SATs that were allowed to go to Harvard had a different skin color. No, from what I've read so far on the 2 particular cases, if the U.S. Supreme Court is hearing them simultaneously, then there is what they call merit. So there is a chance that the U.S. Supreme Court could rule at some point in the future that the affirmative action is unconstitutional and not legal. It's very possible. What we also have to remember, too, is that affirmative action came online right around the same time we had the same group of Supreme Court justices that did the whole RV Wade thing. So we might want to remember that. Now, there will be those that were going to be screaming bloody murder, and they all are. All the leftists are in a panic right now because everything that they held truth, everything that they thought was, oh, it's going so good, it's such a utopia, it's all being overturned. It's all being flipped upside down on, and people are not caring about these crybaby nanny state losers. They've become done with them. It's not that they realize they've screwed everything up. It's just that they're done with them. I watched a young man, I think. Hint, a young man, I think, this morning complain on Twitter for 2.5 minutes about how an 8-hour day was just too long and that the manager should have been there to be accountable for something or responsible for something other than putting somebody on a schedule and saying, if you want to work here, I need you to work. You're going to work on Saturday, maybe even Sunday. It's an 8-hour day. Have a great day. That's the way the world works. It's not fair. So the old affirmative action thing is being heard today. If you want, I'll try and find a link later, and I'll post it someplace for the live. I don't even know what time they start. Hell, they probably started 18 minutes ago. There's no telling. But that's what's happening. Okay, let's see here. Let's go ahead and move on. $2 quadrillion debt precariously resting on $2 trillion of gold. What does this mean? What does this mean? That means this this is what they call the Neiman Marcus moment squared. There's so much debt out there that I hope that you are not contributing to, just cause it's the season. And I hope that you're not attributing to that because it's going to get worse. And they've also projected. So right now, your credit card, let's say you have a credit card that is, I don't know. I saw one yesterday for 29.75% interest. So if you didn't know this, the credit card companies can change your interest rate. They can literally simply go, by the way, we changed your interest rate. Here's your letter. And if you don't do anything about it, that means that you agree. Expect your interest rates to go up to about 35%. Hello, Celia. Hello, Lanny. Hello, Deanna. Yep. Expect that to happen, guys, in the next 2 months. Not joking, not playing, not even gonna carry on about it, because you've been warned. Let's see here. Of significance. So if you're new to the channel, we talked about the great wheat shortage of 2022 that did happen, that you can actually see in Walmart. Yeah, it's a problem. And now the prices of wheat are about to go through the roof. Apparently, a couple days ago, the Ukrainians attacked or did a swarm drone attack on a Russian ship. And the Russians are like, all right, fine. No more deal. And now the exports are going to the price of wheat is going to go through the roof. And this is an artificial reaction, okay? Hey, what's up, sweetie for life? Fed's also raising interest rates again in November. Of course they are. Let's see. Seen one for 32%. I believe it, God's pirate. God's pirate. That's cool. But yeah, so expect the prices of not necessarily wheat, but wheat products or wheat-based products to go up. They are going to go up, guys. Not only are they going to be even... the products disappear because the wheat's too expensive to make the products. The companies, the businesses can't make any money by selling wheat products because they can't afford the wheat to make the products. It's cyclical. It's this big circle of craziness that we're stuck in. So just an FYI. Why is there a bell on top of my phone? What is that? Oh, it's just groceries. I'm good. It's my little reminder to go get some groceries. We're good. So just an FYI on that. All right, let's see here. It's 10:22. There will be no video today. We're literally going to talk about some preparedness stuff. The next thing I want to talk about is the next Black Swan event. Preparing for fail-safes to fail. Let's see. Bradley made it. Finally making it in. Did I miss anything? Been a really loud morning grinding metal. Well, no, Bradley. You haven't. I mean, we talked about interest rates and the Supreme Court and autumn berries. We made some autumn berries. Bradley made some autumn berry jam. Yeah, that's about it. Now we're going to talk about Black Swan events. Let's see here. Tiffel has asked a question. Why has beer price not increased with the shortage of wheat? Because wheat is not... most beer is made with oats and barley. So, yeah, it's not like, say, for instance, bread or pasta, which is primarily like almost... it is the dry ingredient of those two particular things. Beer is not. Beer is a mix of different things. So The price of beer. Why isn't the price of beer gone up? You know what? I think you're full of shit. I think you're full of crap. I think that you could be a troll. Let's see here. Price of beer. Let's just Google that. Let's see here. Domestic beer price. Let's see here. Bud Ice. Because you know the thing is I've noticed that my beer is more expensive. Let's see here. Kegs in stock. Microbrews. This is just like this is like the biggest beer list I've ever seen. Price of beer in the USA. Let's try that. Show the cost of beer around the world. Okay. How much is a 12-pack of beer? Let's do a price of beer. Price of beer increase. There we go. That's CPI. How did we get to CPI? Why is the cost of beer going up? Let's see. Inflation and supply chain pressures on brewers are intensifying. Beer makers are facing many challenges as inflation and supply chains issues raise costs of brewing and shipping, shortage in aluminum cans, and carbon dioxide. So the price of beer is going up. Mine hasn't changed. I'm not a brewer. Though grain went into it. All right. Well, we're just gonna call it maybe you don't drink it. Maybe you don't drink quality beer. I mean, if you're drinking that Pabst Blue Ribbon stuff, that's probably why. All right. But yeah, the price of beer has actually gone up. I think it's basically $20 for like a 4-pack of what's the Irish stuff that I like. I can never remember the name of that beer. I always want to say O'Doul's, but I know that's definitely wrong. That, and I've started drinking that foo-foo stuff too. So, all right, let's get back on point. Black Swan event. First of all, right out the door, this is an article written by the Scout on My Patriot Supply. I am an affiliate for My Patriot Supply. If you're interested in buying long-term food storage, and you want to get it from somebody who's not a hack, you can go to the link in my bio, go to products I support or trusted products, and click on that, and you'll see My Patriot Supply, and bloop, you can click that, and you'll see that. Let's see, who's got a website like that? Was it Dan Bongino? It's a little guy. He talks like this all real fast. He's a conservative, and he's got the yarmulke on his head. And let's see. Who else has Guinness? That's it. Thank you, Trevor. And who else has a website that's exactly like that? Me, and there's one more that he used to be on Fox News. He's got his own network now. He talks a lot of smart stuff. He's got silver hair. He's got a website like that too. You know, like the official My Patriot Supply guys. Yeah, we're those people. Yes, Ben Shapiro. There you go. Thank you very much. But yeah, you might want to go and check that out. If you just go right up there, link in the bio, and you'll see that. Yeah, I'm a pretty important. I don't remember the lines. Okay, so with that disclaimer thrown out there, let's see here. There's a lot of stuff here about the Black Swan events. Now, what is a Black Swan event? It's a term coined in 2007 book, The Black Swan. The impact of highly improbable. It's an unpredictable event that has massive consequences. Let's see. Recent black. The Tefel. Yes, Tefel is not a troll. Well, okay. Good. Thank you. Some listed items that are Black Swan events. The Great Depression. The Spanish Flu. 9/11. Hurricane Katrina. The 2008 Great Recession. I wonder what the next one's going to be. It's going to be like the Uber super Great Recession. Colonial Pipeline hacking, the Texas power grid failure. And so that's what we would consider a Black Swan event. Predicting Black Swan events. Many experts believe future Black Swan events will involve technology. Loss of the grid, internet down. I mean, you saw what happened when, like, I think it's like YouTube or Twitter, like Amazon Web Services went, you know, it was like 6-7 months back, and people were freaking the hell out. Took down so many websites that were on AWS. It wasn't even funny. Oh, but people were just freaking out. I think it's hilarious because it's like one day, these stupid things are going to stop working, and people are going to shit their pants. It's funny. Let's see here. And they talked about the predictability of a black swan event, which is something technically you can't predict. So how do we protect ourselves? Well, one, we make sure we have a little bit of cash. We get that cash out of the bank. Am I telling you to take all your cash out of the bank? No. What I'm telling you is that I only keep enough cash in the bank to pay my bills on auto pay. Everything else gets protected by Mr. Glock. I do have stock, though. I do have some stock. I have stock in shovels, and I've never carried one. So, yeah, we'll leave that there. But yeah, having cash on hand is important because in the event that the internet decides to go poof poof, and all the ATM machines stop working and the bank runs begin, that cash will still have lots and lots and lots of value. Okay. You're probably anywhere like in a flat-out SHTF situation, probably anywhere from 3 to 5 days, you'll be able to use that cash to get these last-minute items that you need. If you have not been preparing, you'll be able to use that to get the last of the ramen noodles that you will eventually choke on and die because you didn't prepare. But cash is important. So next is copies of documents. Can I make that a little bit bigger for you guys? I think I can. Yes, we go. Copies of documents. You were becoming reliant on Internet of Things, and we'll stop right there. You should have a copy, a hard copy, if not multiple copies, as well as a digital copy on a thumb drive that you can carry around of all of your important documents. What are important documents? Birth certificates, Social Security cards, driver's licenses, pretty much everything that is you. And then there's insurance policies, medical, dental, historical records from the family, titles to cars, things like that. You know, things that you would need in a world pre-1985. I just thought it's Halloween. Where is your costume? Where's your costume at, Sam? Be ready. Where's your costume at? I haven't seen you make a video about Sam Be Ready in his costume. I don't do that kind of thing. Anywho, let's see. So we talked about copies of documents. And then what do we got here? Emergency food. Obviously, I mean, you're looking at it. You're seeing it on the screen right there. The Ready Hour made by My Patriot Supply. It's like 3,000 calories a day. No problem. And they sell it in reasonable quantities that most people can afford. So, and here's the thing. If you were to stop buying all the food from Walmart and Food Lion, or the IGA, or the Piggly Wiggly, or Safeway, and only bought this food and ate this food would only be $3 a serving. Let that one sink in for a second. So, now you know that. So, yes, emergency food. Now, you don't necessarily have to buy My Patriot Supply. I mean, you can buy lesser quality value stuff. But more importantly, you could have some cans on the shelf. You should have some water on the shelf. You should have enough food for you and your family for probably anywhere from 1 to 3 weeks. You know, you should have these things already set up, already running, already in your preps. Okay? Let's see here. Let's check the YouTube real quick. Now, let's finish this up. And then, obviously, we talked about water. We need to make sure, can't even buy meat anymore. It's $3 for $3 a serving. Yep, you're absolutely right. You're totally true. I remember when you could get one of those little sleeves of 1 pound of like 85% lean hamburger. You could get one of those for like $2.50. Not so much now. Let's see here. Water's a serious issue, guys. You should have some water put away. You should have, if you're on a well, you should know that if the power goes out, there's a way to get water out of your well. You should have a plan. You should be prepared for these things already. See, that's the thing about the Black Swan event. It just happens. There's no time to prepare anymore after that. It's done. It's what people think that preppers are waiting for, that moment. You know? It's crazy. It's crazy. Let's see here. We got some and then obviously power sources, you know. If you guys don't have any power sources, you probably need to look at getting some power sources. It's kind of important, especially in the very beginning of a crisis event. That ability to maintain battery power to your phone, to your radios, to anything that may entertain a child enough so that they are not bothering you all the damn time, so you can figure things out. Yeah. But water, it's hard to store. Water is hard to store. It's not impossible to store. That's the thing. People don't prepare because things are hard to... Well, people do. People don't prepare because some things are hard to do. You should not worry about things that are impossible to do. So, water's not that hard to store. You can literally go to Walmart and buy yourself a 6-gallon jug, fill it up, and put 8 drops of unscented chlorine bleach in it. And you've just done it. And then stick it in a closet. Prepared. Oh, let's see. I mean, I'm not even going to try and sell you the water machine. That thing is freaking awesome. Awesome. I use it every day. I was thinking about doing this video where I'm like dancing around going, my water tastes better than your water. My coffee tastes better than your coffee. You know, but I don't think people would really like that. Friends in high places said that. Stock up on bleach too. Well, you got to be careful with that rodeo, because bleach actually it loses its ability to kill bacteria over a certain period of time. Anywhere from 6 months to a year, the bleach is pretty much just smelling bleachy. It'll still make your clothes white, but it won't really kill bacteria. Wait, what's the water machine? The water machine is it's like a Berkey on steroids. The filters are half the price, but they're made in the same factory. It's like this little known secret that everybody, like a Berkey zealot would be like, no, go away, you're that's trash. You'll break that. Well, I mean, it's made of glass. My dog will knock it over. What do you got a frickin', you know, what do you have? You keep alpacas in your house? I mean, you can't put it on your shelf. You can't put it on your counter. You can't put the stand in a corner. I mean, come on. If you're interested in the water machine, guys, no, it's not osmosis. It's like a Berkey, but it's on steroids. It's about $1 million. It's got the cool factor of, you know, a shooting star. It makes Berkey look like child's play. But anyway, if you're interested, go up to the link in my bio and go to Trusted Products and scroll all the way to the bottom, and you will see the water machine. Let's see. Well, I mean, it's not half the price of a Berkey. It's the same price as a Berkey to start. The cost saving comes with the filters. If you buy the filters from the company, then you only pay $75 for a set of 2. Right now, Berkey water filters are on sale for $166. On sale. A set of Berkey water filters, $166. I think it's pretty simple at that point. Let's see. What micron filter? 1 micron. It's a carbon filter. Carbon filters go to 1 micron. Let's see. I have 2 horses in the house, a French Mastiff, and a wolf. Well, then you should probably not do that, Anna. I think you're just looking for somebody to create warmth in your house if you have animals that big running through your house. Let's see here. Let's go to the YouTube, because I've completely neglected my YouTube family this morning. Let's see what we got here. Finally make it in. Everybody's saying good morning. Don't mess with beer prices, Chris says. It's liquid bread. CO2 might make it go up. Yes, there's actually been a shortage of the creation of CO2, which is kind of hilarious since it's all around us. But apparently there's a process that requires a specific chemical or a machine that they use, and they haven't been able to make as much as they normally do. And beer has gone up a lot. My Michelob Ultra went up $4 a case. Bradley, why are you drinking beer by the case? We need to talk, man. We need to talk. Let's see. Stella is $12 a 6-pack. Guinness, that is my beer. Thank you very midterm will be next Black Swan, civil unrest. Now, that's very possible. See, Chris, I like those words, civil unrest, because, and I've been wanting to do a video. It's like some of my videos I want to do, I'll start making them, and I'll stop. You know, I kind of have this, my process. God, that sounds so, like, I feel like I should be wearing a freaking bandana and a beret and my process, like painting or some shit like that. Anyway, so my process when I'm developing ideas for videos is I don't put a lot of work into the video up front because a lot of times it will it pitters out. I kind of think of it like this. It's like when you want to type that really angry email to somebody and you're just like, you're suck and it's stupid and I don't want to be here. And you don't hit send, you just hit save. So that you can think about it for a while, you know, you can get that, it's a draft. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my video ideas are draft ideas. One of the ones that I'm really working on up here, where all the crazy shit is I keep hearing the term Civil War. And I'm just like, that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. You know, in order for there to be a civil war, you have to have two distinct groups of people that completely disagree with each other, and I know this is sounding favorable right now, that are willing to fight to determine their sovereignty. So a civil war is not possible in the United States because we have the United States of America, and you would literally have to have a state against a state, and states and states and states and states and states against state. So there could never be a civil war, regardless of what those people out on the fringe would like to make you believe, to support their lack of mental understanding of words in general. Let's see, a civil unrest, a BLM and rooting. So civil unrest is a solid word, but I think when the liquors named it, it would be a revolution. Because what would happen, in my mind's eye, is that the people that are tired of political correctness and social justice and all these words that they keep jamming together that make no sense would take back the country. That would be the revolution. And you know, it's kind of funny because those out on the fringe talk a really, really good game. They really do. But let's face it, they just don't have the sack for it. They really don't. They're all talkers from the beginning, you know. You remember educate yourself? You remember that? You know, in the great 2016 meme war? Those are the kind of people that make a civil war an improbability. So, let's see here. What type of water will the water machine purify? Whatever kind of water you put in it. I mean, come on. Come on, Surf Shark. Actually, it does, because that's what a civil war is. It's when a state is against another state. It's there has to be this line, you know, like the Mason-Dixon line or something like that. Sure, you can put river water in. I put stream water in mine, no problem. Stream water, river water. Do you see the red and blue coming together more than what we see now with politics? No, I don't. Okay, because years ago, the great socialist and leftist revolution, probably 2016, 2017 time period, had completed their infiltration into the Democrat Party. And they just never showed their true colors until lately. But that's what they did. They pretty much just infiltrated that party. They took it over. Do you guys remember when the term liberal used to mean a good thing? It used to be a good thing. Can there be anarchy? No wonder. Anarchy is something that people that don't want to follow rules have dreamt up, and then the term anarchy, using the term anarchy, in a positive means just means that you're like you're Antifa window licker. It's there's not going to be any anarchy. That's show up at my doorstep and see how much anarchy there is. Okay. I think your anarchy, I think anybody, and I'm not poking at you, okay? But what I'm saying is I think that anybody who shows up at my doorstep, pretending that anarchy is they're going to find out about my stockpile. Yeah, they're going to find out about my stockpile of shovels. I think anarchy will be very quickly smashed down. The only reason that these anarchist revolutionaries have been allowed to move about and say the things and do the things that they're doing in the last, 4 to 6 years is because the nutbags have allowed them to do it, because our police have been stripped of their powers by their leash holders, I mean, it's very difficult. It's very difficult, No, I'm not telling that story. Here's what I'll tell you. If it's your responsibility to enforce the law, and you enforce the law, and then you take the crazy anarchist in, and then within hours he's right back on the streets, then why do you do your job? You're getting a paycheck. You're showing up. You're driving around in your car. Roger. That's what they have turned the police into, because everything from the political system to the boards of governance within a city, state, municipality, it has all been infiltrated by left-leaning, crazy socialists that have decided that, it's just, he didn't really mean it. Yeah, right. And then within hours of him being released, he goes out and does it again. He did fucking mean it. Excuse me. This is why I need a podcast today, because this is not the appropriate platform for that. So, why is there a link to learn about them? Why is there a link to? I don't know what you're talking about. There's no link to learn about that. Where would this link be? Because this is the second time that you've said something a little erroneous. All right, where's this link? See, I'm looking at. See, here's the thing. Here's the thing, guy. You can't say stupid things when I have immediate access to my own data. TikTok is automatically putting it on our screen. Well, then I apologize. Maybe you should have been a little clearer. Probably because TikTok is still a it's a social marketplace. It is the center square of the world. It's just that easy, But you haven't checked on it. I see it on the bottom of my screen, but haven't checked on it. Don't see it. Yeah. Here's the thing, guys. You don't have to pay attention to every little thing that you see on the internet. You can just swipe. You can just push that away. Yeah, I'm getting a little salty, window licker. Well said. Amen. That would not like us to come together. Do you see the red? Okay, I gotcha. And then we replied, YouTube doesn't like my words. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Chris. You are not blocked on my side. I would have seen that on my side, but you are not being blocked. Put it in the members chat or in the general chat, and I will see what we got there. Let's see here. Learn more about U.S. midterm elections. Well, there's a good chance that TikTok is monitoring what I'm saying, and that the algorithm. And thank you, Sam. I appreciate it. Sam sent me a picture in the Discord. We're friends. We're buddies. And he has showed me where it says they had put a thing in the bottom about U.S. midterm elections. Just ignore it. Just do what I do. Ignore it. I love putting it on the Facebook. It's like, I don't want to see this. Why don't you like it? Because it's stupid. Always pick others so you can type something. It makes them read it. Let's see. I'm not being erroneous. All right, here we go. Let's see. What else do we got left? We've got 12 minutes left, and we talked about the whole Black Swan thing. So let's just go ahead and make that just me. And let's just go ahead and open up to make it an open forum. What kind of prepping questions do we have today? That way we can knock some of this stuff out. Help out a whole group. Best thing is everyone knowing something and can help out a whole group. Absolutely, Rodeo. You know, that's one of the reasons that I like the Discord. Sam could instantly send me a message that went around all that crap. You know, believe it or not, you can do all the same stuff on Twitter, but nobody knows that because they were so worried about, you know, it's lefties, blah, and drones circling my house, and blah, tinfoil. You know, I wonder if the price of tinfoil's gone up. I wonder if that's affecting prepperdom. Let's see here. Somebody is typing in the workout. I don't want to talk about that. That's crazy. That's crazy. Just people saying good morning in the general chat and members only. First full week at home in 2 months. Nice. I'm gonna give him a thumbs up. Thumbs up to Tracy H2Os. All right, let's see here. Using softener water in the. I suggest not to use softener water in the filters. I just put water in there. I don't know anything about softer water. But yeah, I actually do enjoy it. The biggest problem I have is my girlfriend keeps using the pitcher that I use to put water in it with for other things. It's like her multi-tool. She just grabs it and uses it for other stuff. But that's the only problem that I've had with that. Oh, something came through for you, Chris. I bet if I mention goat porn, it will come through, though. No, it actually got flagged, Chris, but I'm gonna let it pop. This is an adult channel, by the way. If for anybody who doesn't like it, you need to read the rules of the road. This is a not for children channel on both TikTok and YouTube. Let's see here. Rodeo says have plans in place. Go bags, food for 72 hours, and you'll be good enough to get somewhere. Yes. But where? Rodeo? I think the plan needs to be a little bit bigger than that, bro. Well water, we use salt for hard water. I gotcha. Yeah, I used to have one of those on my my well in North Carolina. The salt. Excuse me. The salt soft water softener. Let's see. Best part of our homeschool life, I get my kids direct artwork. My daughter, Halloween card. Nice. I like that, Josh. That's cool. Our Jackery Outdoor Power info has a typo. Someone just told me there's a typo on my webpage. Your Jack has a typo there. Those things just jump out at me and wanted to let you know. I got you. I guess I'll look at trusted products. Let me slide on over down to Jackery for when you can afford an industry standard. Is that not grammatically correct? For when you can afford an industry standard. Maybe I need to change it to the industry standard. Maybe that's what I need to do. But thank you, Surf Shark. That was truly prepper relevant. Let's see here. We have 8 minutes left. And like I said, I'm probably going to do a... damn it. See, now I'm getting tired. Now I don't even know if I want to do. Who here wants me to do a damn... Nah, I'm not doing it. Let's see. I think that TikTok is the Chinese government honeypot. Get in line. It's... everything is good. Chinese have their fingers in everything, so. What do we got here? Standard is misspelled. Industry, S-T-A-N. You got me. Well, thank you. Why didn't you say that why did you say that out the door, man? What about diesel? You should be Fandistin. You should be concerned about diesel. If you do the math, it's November 21st. It's technically when we should be, like... November 21st should be the day that the nation recognizes that it has a true problem with the lack of diesel. What do we do what you're going to tell us? I don't know what any of that means. But yeah, November 21st is the day that things will, I don't know if they'll be bad, or I think that the government will realize it, or hell, maybe nothing's going to happen on November 21st. But based on the date of the report and the 25-day window that was given in the report, that's when the train should stop moving and the trucks should stop moving. And when the trucks stop moving and the trucks carry gasoline, when those stop moving, then the prices of things universally will, across the board, go through the roof. So, I guess get ready before then. November 21st. I guess if you needed to throw a date on it or a goal to be ready by, I think that contracts down south say they are still pumping as much as they were years ago. They can't hire enough. Hey, good morning, pal. Good to see you, bro. Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. They are. The problem is that the oil that we when somebody says something like that, I'm not going to single you out here, Rodeo. But when somebody says something like that, they don't have a clear understanding of the oil that we produce in America and what our refining capabilities really are. Whether we need a specific type of oil, whether it's crude, heavy crude, what that refinery can use, and they're making as much gasoline as they can. But the problem is diesel, not gasoline. So we're just going to leave it there. I just don't have time to explain why things are the way they are. Hicktown Honey showed up. Good to see you. Let's see here. Already got most of my food for Thanksgiving and Christmas. Yes. Yeah, a Dog and Ball makes a solid point. Get your Thanksgiving and Christmas shopping and food shopping done as well, because when let's say things do go bad around that time frame, there's going to be a lot of rushes on things. The things that you want for that time period are going to go bad. And when you can still thrive while other people are trying to thrive, it's going to put you in a much stronger position to continue down the road. If you don't do it now, then you would be in the same bucket as those people that are freaking out. You're going to be the same person who's standing in the line at Walmart at 6:30 in the morning when they open the doors to get all the food. You know what I'm saying? Or you're just going to watch it on TV and go, "Oh my God, what have I done?" Good guy. I don't know what that means. I just know that this isn't a political channel, and now I've changed your screen. Have a great day. That's right. If you guys haven't been able to tell over the last 57 minutes, my tolerance for stupidity is extremely low today, so even those people who might say something that I would normally be like, okay, whatever, they're quickly finding the axe. We are reaching a point, guys, and I'm going to close on this. We're reaching a point where the time for screwing around is over. The time for, it might get better, it's over. With the things that are happening in the world today, where the people that are centrists are taking back the world, you have to remember that those people on the fringe are going to fight. I mean, not physically. They're just not that. I don't think they're that capable. But they're going to fight with the tools that they know how to use, and that's going to be the internet. That's going to be it's going to be trolls. It's going to be a lot of different ways, So you're going to have to circle the wagons, and you're going to have to learn to swipe away from things. It's like, why is that showing up in my stream? Well, it's not your stream. It's something that you've agreed to use that belongs to somebody else who can do whatever they want to do with it. And you guys have to remember that. If it's not the YouTube, if it's not TikTok, it's or Facebook, you know what I'm saying, or Get it. Those are privately owned things that you have agreed to use in a specific manner, and that they can do whatever they want to do with it. Are Ziploc bags good for storing rice for 3 years? I mean, my gut tells me it might be okay as long as you store it in a cool, dry place. But the problem with storing rice is that rice actually has a very pointy ends, and they make micro holes in things. That's why it's better to store rice inside of either a 5 mil or 7.5 mil. Either Mylar is the best, or in an actual vacuum seal bag. Let's see here. When the wife gets a little touchy, I call her sunshine. Let's see. Let's get it not prepping my ace off. I started only this year. I'm so far behind, but we'll make it. Okay. All right, guys. It's 11 o'clock. I think I'm just going to call it, because I think if I do a live podcast, what I'm apt to do is say some things that I don't know. I just feel like it's going to turn into just an anger fest. I would just remember the environment that you're in, and if you don't know how, very quickly learn how to move or maneuver within it, and do not let people corner you, because that's their plan. Okay? I'm serious about getting your ass on Twitter and getting in the game. You don't have to get in arguments with people. You can just go block. If somebody says something stupid, you can just go block. You don't have time for these people. I'm not telling you to live in an echo chamber either. I'm telling you to be an adult and choose what you want to hear and what you don't want to hear. Engage where you want to engage, not where they want you to engage. Okay? All right, guys. Until the next time, stay safe. Have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. And the YouTubes, I'm going to push a button now, and I will see you guys on the inside.
Thanks for watching, and I hope you decide to support the page. If you like what I'm doing, go ahead and hit the link below. If it didn't take you directly to it, you can just hit the support page. That's what it should look like. All you have to do is either hit the Patreon symbol or the join button. Doesn't matter. Just hit it, and that'll get you started. It's $3 a month for 30-ish days of work from me. The price of a Starbucks coffee. So until the next time, stay safe, have a great day, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye-bye.